Today, we are talking about Otter.ai, and if you have not used it before, this tool is going to keep you from scrambling in meeting notes and all of that stuff. Yes, Notion offers this now. There's other tools like Firefly and Zoom transcriptions and all that stuff, but I'm going to share why Otter may be the best if you are an entrepreneur or you are running in a corporation, a pretty large business, and you have teams and people. This tool really considers a lot of factors that make your work easier. Now, before we dive deep into this game-changing tool, I want to make sure that you get set up right. I have partnered with Otter to get you a special discount, so use that link down below right now to get started with their plan, and you're going to get a discount as you get started. They literally just broke $100 million in annual reoccurring revenue, which means this is not just a random AI startup that may fail at any point. They are established. Some of the best businesses in the world use them, and they have new features coming out all the time. So definitely check out that link down below. Let's get into the video. Now, before we break down why Otter is such a powerful tool, let's really talk about how meetings work in businesses. The average working professional spends 37% of their time in meetings. What ends up happening to most of those notes? Well, as you know, they get lost, miscommunicated, misunderstood, or forgotten. And if you're an entrepreneur running a business and you want to make sure you get the most from your sales calls, from your meetings, from your client onboardings, and all of that stuff, remembering action items, following up well, and being able to leverage the best of technology at your hands, well, there are a lot of different things you gotta consider. And this is where Otter comes in. It is not just a transcription tool, but it actually is a meeting agent, and that's what it feels like. Think of it this way. It's almost as if you have an executive assistant that goes into your meetings with you, that doesn't just take notes on the meetings, but actually can contextually, this is the insane part, have conversations with you about your other meetings and your knowledge database for your business. So it does automatically generate summaries, pull out action items, mark everything about by who said what. So David said this, Mike said this, all of that stuff. But you could also use a feature that they have, which is, hey, Otter, what are the 3 main concerns that are raised from the client on Tuesday? And Otter in the meeting, like an AI voice, will be able to share what those concerns are. Let's take a look at their website. They say right here at the headline, it's always really important what a company defines themselves as, and they say the #1 AI meeting agent. Let's go into this deeper. Harvard uses them, Amazon uses them, IBM, Walgreens, MasterCard. That's a lot of reputable companies. All right, so this is the feature I was just mentioning. You have this feature of Otter being a part of the meeting, almost as if you have another chat feature, but instead of a third-party tool, it is built into your meeting. And this is where you could ask questions. You could see here from any past conversations you've had. So you could see here a lot of cool features, live transcriptions. You could get the gist, a summary really quickly, action items, insights that you could actually use, and then keep projects moving along, which is great. One of my favorite features that truly is worth its weight in gold is going to be this part right here. The AI that you can use after the meeting as well. So there's AI you can use during the meeting and then after. They have a bunch of fancy names for all this stuff, but basically this is, you could ask questions against the meeting transcription and be able to get answers from the meeting. So this is like honestly great in 100 different use cases. Whether you are using this in your personal life, if you go to therapy and then you want to be like, what are the insights that we pulled out from that session? Or if you are in a sales call and you are trying to pull out key items that the client said that you want to highlight in your meeting or future deck or proposal that you want to point out to them from the words that they use that you may have forgotten. This is magical. There are so many great use cases here, and I honestly use this all the time. What I will do is go into my Otter account, which is right here, as you can see, and I just have all my meetings listed. I did a consultation with a YouTube expert yesterday. which you could see here. I have the full transcription. It also pulls a lot of screenshots as you go through. So you can see here, like it's starting to load like different screenshots and the conversation. But over here, this is the AI I was just describing, which you could see so much value. Tim was able to comment on this and I was able to comment on it. So you can see Tim here, and then later on you'll see me. And this is just so cool. So I was able to say, hey, what areas can I grow in as a YouTuber and the content I create based on our conversation? And you can see just like that, it pulled out, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different points that I could use from that conversation and then get leverage from that in whatever else I'm doing. If I wanted to write a follow-up email, I could do that as well. It is really, really useful. But what is really cool as well is you also get these channels. So if you have repeating meetings, and this feature I probably don't really use as much as I could, but if you have meetings that repeat, you could have a channel of meetings, which then takes everything to the next level. Now, I've covered a lot of details, but you might have some questions. One of them might be, does it connect with all of my tools? Yes. So if you needed to join Zoom meetings, it could do that. If you needed to join Google meetings, you could do that. If you need to join Microsoft Teams meetings, you can do that. And the coolest part is you could just do it from the software. If you have the link to the meeting, you could just go up here, click this little icon right here, paste the URL in, and it will go join the meeting for you. So then you don't have to think about transcribing it. And if you're not able to do that, the other thing you could do is just have the Otter app on your phone and then just hit record, and then it will basically just start recording while you're on the go. So you have that as a feature as well. That way it is listening, taking notes, getting takeaways, and everything you're gonna need to do follow-up or any further in-depth study, growth, or whatever it may be. And I do wanna make one thing clear. Otter automatically joins all your meetings connected to your email. But perhaps if it doesn't connect to a meeting that you're in, all you have to do is either drop in the link or pull out your phone and just hit record. All three of those options are available for you at any time. Now, the next question may be is, what do they integrate with? And the integrations are seamless and across the board, whether it's HubSpot, Slack, Asana, Salesforce, Notion, Google Docs, any of the above, you'll be able to integrate seamlessly. Now, what makes this really powerful if you are in a business and you have a lot of team members and you want to make sure everybody really gets the value from meetings is that there are user accounts so that everyone can get the same transcription and the same notes, ask questions against it, and be able to really understand what happened in the meeting, what was the final decision that was made. As you know, sometimes in meetings, 10 minutes in, you make one decision, but 30 minutes in, you have to change that decision. Well, Otter and the AI is smart enough to know that and be able to make sure that your team is on the same page and on board for next steps. So just think about how much time that is going to save. And if you are an entrepreneur or you're on a sales team and a part of your job is really reaching out to clients or doing follow-up or doing a good amount of meetings each week, this is going to be huge. So instead of spending 30 minutes after every meeting trying to gather your notes and then figure out what you did say or didn't say and write an email for it, well, Otter does that instantly for you. So as soon as the meeting's done, it'll have everything ready for you. You could just type in, hey, can you give me a follow-up email to send to this client? And it will take that entire transcription, put an email together that you can then quickly edit to your liking and be able to send within minutes. And I've mentioned it, but that is probably one of my favorite features is it makes it so easy for you to be able to really stay up to date. And when you're in a meeting is you can make sure you get all your work done afterwards, but in the meeting, you could stay focused. So if you have 3 back-to-back meetings, you don't have to worry about forgetting or losing information or writing it on a random piece of paper and hoping that you remember. Any of that stuff. There is no miss because everything is being recorded and transcribed for you, and you could easily search it later. I use Otter for all my meetings, whether I am meeting with a mentor or I am going to therapy or I am in a business meeting with a potential client. Any meeting I do, I turn Otter on because it just really makes it so easy for me to have anything that is said in the meeting captured and recorded so that I could refer to it later. So let's talk about pricing because it is honestly really good for the amount of time you're gonna save every single week. They have a free plan that is actually useful. You have unlimited meetings with basic AI summaries and integrations. This is perfect for a solopreneur or a small team or just getting started to test the software. But then you get to the business plan, which is $20 per user per month, and this is where you get 6,000 monthly transcription minutes, notes you could collaborate on, and all the advanced workspace features. So in some ways, this is an actual, true, authentic assistant, full-time assistant that you have that captures all your meeting notes. And yes, you could use Notion's new tool to capture all your notes in your meetings, which is awesome. Look, I've used a lot of productivity tools and I've used Otter for years. I love it. I recommend it all the time. A lot of my friends and family use Otter because I love it so much, and they have found a ton of value in it as well. So you know that this is a true endorsement, not just because I have worked with the brand before, but I really honestly love it. You could see from my account that I actually was just using it yesterday, the day before, and I use it anytime I have meetings. There is a special link down below, and the more people that use it, the more the discount will grow because I'll work with their team to get you guys a special price specifically for my audience. If you found value from this video, hit the like button, comment if you have any questions. And with that, if you want to see any other content, please drop those in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.